Vision Forward's In Focus team presents.
Hi, this is Luke Scriven here at Vision Forward. Welcome back to another In Focus Deep Dive. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Siri on the Mac and how we can use Siri to perform various functions on our computer. And we'll also be taking a brief look at dictating in Pages as well, which is the Mac word processor. So first of all, we're going to go into the settings and take a look at where the settings for Siri are. I'm going to use the magnifier here just so I can zoom in to hopefully give people a better view. So we're going down into the taskbar at the bottom here, and we will find that we have the system preferences, which looks like a cogwheel. We'll click on that, and that will open up here our system preferences option, and we will see that Siri is in the top row here. So we'll click on Siri, and that's going to open up our options for Siri. Now, first of all, of course, we need to make sure that Siri is enabled, and there is a checkbox on the left-hand side which will allow us to make sure that Siri is enabled there. And on the right, we have some further options. Listen for Hey Siri. I have that on at the moment, so when we say that phrase, Siri will automatically start listening. We can allow Siri while the screen is locked or not. We can choose our keyboard shortcut to activate Siri. By default, it's Command and Space. We can also change the language being used, the voice being used, and the way that the history of our searches is stored. So once we have that set up how we want, then we're all ready to go. Now, Siri is found along the top right-hand side of our computer here. She is represented by a small circle with some funky colors inside, but we don't really need to worry too much about that for the moment. We can click on her there if we want to activate her, but I had the phrase Hey Siri turned on to activate Siri, and we can see that I just said it and it activated Siri. So anytime we say that phrase, it will start Siri listening, at which point we can ask her to do various things. Now, Siri on the computer is just like Siri on the phone, so there's a very similar type of voice commands that we can use. Let's start off with some simple things like finding out what the time is and what the weather is like. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 3:02 p.m.
Hey Siri, how's the weather?
Looks good right now, but it might not last long.
There we go. So it looks like we have some storms incoming here. So, but yeah, we can see that's very simple. She will just search the internet and find the answers to those questions for us. Now, talking of searching the internet, we can ask her to perform certain searches. Sometimes she might be able to get the information directly. Other times she might direct us to a web page. So let's ask her how tall the Eiffel Tower is. Hey Siri, how tall is the Eiffel Tower?
The Eiffel Tower is 984 feet tall.
Wow, so she told us how tall it was, which was great. She's also presented some information here about the Eiffel Tower. So there's a link to the Wikipedia page, but then also she's given us the mass here, when it was built, who designed it, and so on and so forth. So that's really useful. Now, another thing we can do here, because the results are fairly small, if you watch my previous video about accessibility options in the Mac, we can put our mouse on top of the results and hold the Command key and have them displayed in this extra large text here. I'm zoomed in at the moment as well, so let me just zoom out a little bit just to show you what that would look like. And there we go. So I'm just holding down the Command key because I have that feature turned on in the accessibility options, and it's displaying all of these results in this extra large font and this high contrast font. So that's really useful as well. Now let's try doing something else. So we can like I say, we can do searches for things. If she doesn't know the answer, she'll find websites relevant to them. But we can also do more advanced things like creating appointments and sending emails and various things like that. So let's try and create an appointment for tomorrow. And she will automatically put this into the calendar app on our computer here. Hey Siri, Create an appointment for tomorrow at 10 o'clock to go to the doctor.
Your appointment is scheduled for tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And we saw there, she created that appointment for us, no problem, went straight into the calendar. She put it for an hour. I could have asked for something different, and the subject of the appointment is go to the doctor. So that worked absolutely seamlessly and very nicely there. We can also have a set up reminders, in which case, the computer would just give us a reminder about something. So let's try the same thing. It's the same process, but instead of saying create an appointment, we're going to say create a reminder. Hey Siri, create a reminder for 10 minutes time to take the chicken out of the oven.
Okay, added.
And that's gone into the reminders section of our reminders app of our computer there, and we will get an alert when that reminder is due, so we'll remember to take our chicken out of the oven. Now, I'm actually vegetarian, so I don't know why I had a chicken in the oven, but but there you go. There we go. So you can see that's really useful, but even more useful potentially is the ability for us to dictate emails. And we can dictate emails to people who are in our contacts list, and then it will just send them out of our email app on our computer. So let's give this a try. Hey Siri, send an email to Corey Ballard.
What's the subject of your email?
I am recording a video.
Okay. What would you like the email to say?
Hi Corey, I am recording a very exciting video about Siri, period. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have.
Here's your email message to Corey Ballard. Ready to send it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll send it.
And there we go, we sent our email. Now that, I think, is a lot easier than opening up our mail program and typing in the email. So definitely a time saver and makes the whole process nice and simple. Unfortunately, we can't have her read complete emails, but she can tell us if there are new emails and tell us the subject of them. So let's try that now. Hey Siri, what are my new emails?
You have 5 new emails. On August 11th, 2019, ID Report sent you an email about secure. Your account has been disabled for security reason. Do you want to hear the next one?
No. So there we go. Like I said, she won't read the entire email, but she will give us the subject and the sender and when it was sent. We can also use Siri to control our computer and help us do things like turning on and off settings and accessing menus and things like that. So, for example, as a person with a visual impairment, you might find that high contrast works better for you. So let's go ahead and turn that on, and we can just ask Siri to do it. Hey Siri, invert colors.
Okay, I turned on invert colors.
And now invert colors has been turned on for us. Let's go ahead and turn it off again. Hey Siri, turn off invert colors.
Okay, I turned off invert colors.
Great. We might also want to turn on and off VoiceOver, the screen reader built into the Mac. So let's give that a try. Hey Siri, turn on VoiceOver.
Okay, I turned on VoiceOver.
Speaks descriptions of items on the screen and can be used to control the computer using only your keyboard.
Alright, and we heard there that VoiceOver was turned on successfully. We can also ask Siri to access various different things on our computer. It could be opening files or finding files, or it could be opening menus and options and things like that. So let's give it a try. We're going to open our accessibility settings. That's where we find all the good stuff which will help us as people with a visual impairment. So let's give this a try now. Hey Siri, open accessibility. Excellent, and there we go. Our accessibility menu has opened on the left here, and we can see our different accessibility options, including this hover text, which was what I was talking about before. If you have this enabled, then you can hold down the command key to get extra large text from whatever the mouse pointer is on. You will see it in extra large font. Now we can use Siri for a whole bunch of other things, but one of the final things that I want to show is using Siri to open up applications. And we're going to do this with our Pages application. We could do it with any, but we're going to do it with Pages here. Pages is the word processor built into the Mac. So all we have to say is open and then the name of the application. Here we go. Hey Siri, open Pages. And there we go, so we've opened up Pages here. Now let's create a new document, because I just want to show one other thing here. So we'll open up a blank document. Okay, so now we have a blank document. Now, what we might want to do here is continue to use our voice and actually dictate our document. And we don't use Siri for this. We use the dictation built into Pages here. Very easy to get it going. All we have to do is hit function twice, and then we can start to dictate. And we might have to allow this the first time that we do it, but once we've allowed it once, then it will remember that, and we can just go ahead and do it whenever we want. So I'm going to try and dictate here. Hello everybody, comma, and thank you for watching this video today, period. It is very nice to know that we have people enjoying our videos, because we certainly enjoy making them, period. Goodbye. And I hit function again twice there to stop the dictation, and we can see that it did a fantastic job there in picking up what I was saying. So no need to type your emails, no need to type your documents, just use your voice, and hopefully that will make your life much easier. Well, thank you very much for watching this video today on Siri, and I think you'll agree that she has some great features and great potential, and she does a really good job of understanding what you're trying to say. Now, there are many more things which Siri is able to do. This was just a brief introduction. If you would like a list of things which Siri is able to do, I would be happy to email it to you, and you can get in touch with us at either 414-615-0103, or you can email us infocus@vision-forward.org, or you can visit our website vision-forward.org. And hope you enjoyed the video as usual, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.